Can we practice or? Say or. Or. Very good. So when we read the next chapter of Star Spangled Banner today, you will see some words with OR says or and ER says Okay? So yesterday, when you read Star Spangled Banner, you learned that that song that you sing almost every week is not just a song, it's actually a story, right? It kind of tells a little bit about the history of our country. In chapter 2, when we read, we're going to learn about the different reasons they started to use the song and how it became really popular. You know the word popular? Like everybody in the United States of America started to know and use that song. And we're going to find out how it became such a well-known, widely used song. Does that make sense? Okay. So, everybody find chapter 2 for me. Open your books, just find where chapter 2 starts. Okay. Find where chapter 2 starts, because I need to give you something. Who has my book? Carson, you've got my book. Okay. At the beginning of chapter 2, I'm just going to put these little posties here for a second. I'll tell you how we're going to use them. But once I give them to you, you can close your book. Now it's tabbed. Carson, I will give you back one in a minute. Perfect. Close it. Okay. Yep, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. All right. When you are reading this book today, there's 2 words that might be kind of tricky. If you get to one of them, I might help you or I might stop all of you to see if we can figure it out, okay? But there are only 2 vocabulary words, meaning words it's really important that you know the meaning of. One of them you started to talk to Ms. Hall about yesterday. It was the word anthem, right? Anthem. So an anthem is a song that comes to be used to represent a group or a place or a person. So you have a anthem for your school, don't you, that you sing in the morning? And we have this anthem is for our country, the Star Spangled Banner. Do any of you have a song that you like to sing to in the morning when you're getting ready for school? No, you should get one. That would be like your anthem, okay? So our anthem might be something that represents a person or a group, okay? So it's special for them, all right? Yeah, I see Carson's got one. He has got one. You want to share what song it is? Nope, he doesn't. Okay. All right. So the other word that I want to tell you about is the word banner. Can you say banner? Banner. A banner can be a poster or a flag or a sign that is used to tell something important or represent something and show who we are. So for example, you have banners in your classroom. You see those little banners? Those banners you all made to represent each one of you, your classmates. Okay? All right. So, when we're reading today, you will see those words. All right. I have a big task for you to do. Ready? When you are reading today, I'm of course going to listen to you just like Ms. Hall, and I am going to give you a job. So one of the central ideas, does that sound familiar? Central idea? Yeah? Central idea of this chapter is the Star Spangled Banner became very popular. Show me with your hands. Does popular mean a few people know it or a lot of people know it? A lot of people know it and a lot of people use it. Your job while you're reading is to find out the details that show why it became so popular or how it became popular. So open your book to where you were so I can model this for you real quick. You have some post-it notes I can borrow? Oh my gosh, nice job, Stella. Okay, so here's an example. A song for a new nation is the beginning of this chapter. I'm going to read each sentence and ask you, does this tell me how it became popular, this song? Over the years, the song would come to be played for different reasons. But does it say how it came to be that way? No. So I'm not going to tag that with my post-it note. In 1889, the U.S. Navy began playing it when raising and lowering the flag each day. Does that show a way that it started to become used a lot? Yeah, it was used in the Navy. That's one of our armed forces, our Army, and they used it a lot, so it started to become what? Popular, right? Eventually it will become the official anthem of our country, but right now it has to grow to be popular. So here's what I would do. Everyone take your post-it I gave you. I'll give you more when you start. We're gonna put it right there on that sentence to show that is a detail that shows how this Star Spangled Banner anthem became popular. Okay, just use one because you're going to find more. While you're reading, you're going to work on figuring out those words, and as you see another detail that supports how this song became the official most popular song of our country, then you will put it right there on this detail. Does that make sense? Make sense? All right. Everyone's got phones. Off you go and begin reading, and I will listen to you in just a minute. It was played in the 1862. That's one game. Does that show how it became popular? In one game? Could be. Let's read on, and then you tell me which one's more powerful. So of these three details, which one do you think is the most supportive of the fact that this became a really popular song? The one that says it was played in one baseball game in 1862, it was played at the World Series, or it was played at many sporting events. Right, because that starts to show it's getting bigger and bigger. So take your Post-it note. Keep going. See if you can find more. We went further than me. Oh my goodness, yes we did. Okay, can we go back to the beginning of this one? Okay, let's read this. Nice job. Wait a minute. Hold on. You just did amazing stuff. This was the tricky word I thought nobody would be able to read, and you figured that out. And you read this multi-syllabic word. Amazing job. And all of those and this one had the ER sound too. Good job remembering that. Aaron, do you think the fact that the president said this must be played at sporting events is a detail that shows how it became popular? Yeah, right? If the president says so, then people start using it. So can you take one of your Post-it notes and tag it right there? Just take one. And since you already read this page, I want you to reread it one more time, but this time thinking, which of these sentences tells me how it became really popular? Where am I? Time. 5 seconds. Oh, good. Fantastic. Okay. Did you find any details? I'm sorry, Paige, I'm going back here. Did you find any details here about how it became popular? Not sure. Okay. All right. Everyone, close your books for a second. Okay. Actually, I didn't want you to close your books. That was not truthful. Open your books back up. And will you two share with each other, and you two share with each other, one detail you found that showed that the national anthem became a really popular song in our country? Go ahead and talk to each other. See if you agree. All right. Did you agree and have the same ones? Okay, see if you can find another one. Does that show how it became popular? Or is it just another detail? This doesn't really tell me much about the song, does it? We don't know what decision you made. Let's read the next one.
They made the Star
show how it became popular? I'm not sure. Well, he was the president and he made it the national anthem. Do you think that that makes a lot of people start to learn about it? If the president says this is an important song? Yeah, so go ahead and put this on there. All right, you fantastic kids. Okay, don't close your books, but put your hands in your lap for a second. So you did a lot of great reading, and a lot of you really worked hard on a lot of those sounds. So one thing I want to ask is, did you find a detail that showed how this became a really popular anthem for our country? Yeah? Okay, what was one of them? Yeah, Erin. I don't know what you want. What do you think? Did you guys talk together? You didn't talk together? Okay. Did you have a detail? Okay, so show me, just point to it. I see that your Post-its here. So Erin, you have here that the Navy was playing. That was one of the ones we talked about together. Where was another one we did it together? Where'd it go? We'll put it back in there in a bit. Okay, what was yours, sweetie?
That he wanted to play it on baseball games.
Who's he? Is it the president or the baseball players?
The president.
The president? Well, the president, this is a good thing to talk about real quick, Faith. The president ordered that it be played at a lot of official events, right? And then later, a different president ordered that it become the national anthem. But the baseball players and a lot of sporting events started to use it all on their own, even though they weren't told to, because it felt like it represented what they stood for in their country. Okay? All right, go ahead and close your books for now. We're gonna take a little break because our brains are gonna get really tired. You're gonna do a little break, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do another part of this.